let's start talking about average mortgage payments today. So here we are, March, I don't know what the date is, like 21st or 22nd or something like that. Rates right now are hovering around like 6.75, seem to be kind of staying right around that number and kind of potentially going a little bit lower, but there's no data or no information really says they're going to jump one way or the other, higher or lower. So what I did was, I made this video as if interest rates are around like 6.5. Because if you're going with an FHA loan or VA loan, or even sometimes, certain lenders running specials and stuff like that, if you got perfect credit. I actually just seen one yesterday, closed at a 6.1. So it's great. There are lenders out there that will go below prime, especially for certain loans. So I wanted to just use 6.5, just to keep it flush, to let you guys know about what you guys will be paying. Because we get the question all the time, or I get the question all the time of, does it make sense to buy or rent? I'm not one of those, any agents, or I don't say any agent, most agents are like, oh my gosh, you got to buy now and do all this and you're paying somebody else's mortgage. Well, that's not always the truth. If you are living paycheck to paycheck or month to month, and you don't have, thousands of dollars tucked away for, a rainy day, several months took back of expenses as if you lost a job, I don't think buying a home is great. I think renting's great, because right now interest rates being so high, only a certain percentage of your mortgage payment goes towards the principal. So it's going towards your principal. So if your payment, for easy numbers, is $1,000 a month, only like $100 of that is actually going towards the principal. The rest is, taxes, insurance, and interest. So I think that's where you got to really calculate, is $1,200 a year towards the principal. That's a water heater going out and you're upside down. So let's dive right into some numbers here. So right now, a $200,000 house, if you were to buy that, and I did all this numbers on no money down. And just a good rule of thumb, what we use based on today's interest rates, again, I'm going to say 6.5, about every $1,000 of purchase price is around $7 a month. Ballpark, right? There's always different things that, play into that, but ballpark, that gets you close. So however much money you think you might put down, minus, for every $1,000, minus $7 a month, right? It's not a lot. So we kind of usually encourage, if you can't put 20% down, put the least money down as possible, have the other money back for a rainy day. So $200,000 house is going to cost you about $1,500 a month. That's no money down. $300,000 house is about $2,200 a month. A $400,000 house is $2,900 a month. And a $500,000 house is about $3,600 a month. And last, a $1 million house with no money down is about $8,000 a month. It's pretty crazy numbers. It's still really high. That's really what they've been now for going on 3 years. We've really kind of been in the 5, 6, and 7s. At one point they touched the 8s, but they got out of the 8s very quickly. A couple months back, right when the Fed done their first rate drop, we were down to like 6.2, and then of course they did the rate drop and rates shot up to like 7 again. People ask us, what is our prediction? I've done a prediction there early on this year, and I went opposite of a prediction what I had done the couple years in the past, because I kept saying, rates will be in the 5s this year at the end of the year, and I was wrong every year. And this year, I don't think rates are really going to get into the 5s as far as prime rates that, you see. Obviously, certain lenders, certain people will get into the 5s. I do believe that. We're not too far from that. Rates get down to 6.5. You're going to start seeing some of those 5s come up in FHA buyers and stuff like that, which is great. But I do think towards maybe the end of next year, right? So the Fed chair, right, which is, I think he has like another year left, a little over a year left. And then odds are Trump will replace him with somebody that's a little more friendly to what Trump economics and his beliefs, which he's a big real estate guy. So he's going to push for that person to replace them to obviously lower rates, probably if rates aren't down, to really boost the real estate market. So that's, I think whenever that happens is when we're going to kind of see maybe the 5s come to light. And it may be eventually again the 4s, but the days of potentially getting down to the 3s, I don't know if we see again, at least not in the foreseeable next 5 to 10 years future. That's probably a long shot. But yeah, wanted to share that with you. That way you can run your numbers. It makes sense to buy or rent, and here's the thing, is a $200,000 house. And if you're in the market as a buyer or you're thinking about it, you're going to buy a house with some issues. There are not many houses out there priced at 200 or below, that I would call a great quality home. You can still find some brand new double wides. People are putting on, a little half-acre lot that are brand new, come with no issues for low twos. Probably even to try to find something in below twos, probably not going to happen. But those are usually good deals. I'm not against manufactured homes. I think for what you get, the quality it can be a great thing for certain people. Because if you're looking at stick built there, it's probably a freaking 50 to 100-year-old home. Roof's 17 years old, HVAC's 19 years old, plumbing is old cast iron stuff and dated, and there's corrosion, and you got minor foundation issues. It's just really tough for those buyers. $100,000 house, especially once you get on the outer counties around Knoxville and the $300,000 price point, you can find some good quality homes. You really can. Knox County is still really tough to find something that's a good quality home in a good area for that. But really, once you get above that kind of 350 threshold, you start getting into the potential of buying some new construction in some outer Knox County areas. It's not getting you much in Farragut and Hardin Valley. Really, the $400,000 price points, we're going to have to be in those areas. So just want to share a quick video talking about some payments and stuff like that to bring the light of kind of where we are with there, so people thinking about buying, they can kind of do some numbers and run there. But as always, guys, if you got questions, real estate insurance, always feel free to holler. Always happy to answer any questions. See ya.